what to do when your player has outgrown their soccer team. I think a lot of times parents are dissatisfied with the level of coaching or level of training that they're getting at their youth soccer club. I'll be honest, if teams and clubs were doing a great job with all players, there wouldn't be a need for what I do. And you wouldn't see that there's so many technical trainers out there or technical training programs out there. That said, what do you do when your player has outgrown their team? Well, what I usually see parents, the trap they kind of fall into is they get moved up a level, or their player is playing up an age group, which is totally fine. And I think there's definitely benefits of playing up and getting used to the level of competition. That being said, what habits can your player learn if they're maybe moved on to another club with a coach that's going to push them? What do you do? You leave the club, or you move up, play up an age group, or do you maybe go out and try to find another club that's going to develop your player? It's going to push them. As great as your player may be, what could they do if they were in an environment where everybody is just as good? Recently was talking to a college coach, talked about when she grew up, there was about 10 to 12 players who were all really focused and all really sacrificed to play at a high level club team and really pushed each other to grow as players. And what that kind of illustrated to me was that it's not just about being moved up. She probably, if she stayed at the same club, she probably could have played maybe 2 or 3 years up, would have been the best and most skilled player on that team. But it really wasn't an environment, even though she was playing, it was physically more challenging. It really wasn't an environment for her to grow into flower. Her making that sacrifice, her parents making that sacrifice to go put her in an environment where the players were going to push her, the coaches were going to properly nurture her talent, allowed her to be able to move on. She ended up playing Division I college soccer. She ended up playing professionally. Those those stories are more important than saying, well, my 12-year-old is playing U14, or my 10-year-old is playing U13, or whatever stories that you hear. So we kind of have to be able to pull back as parents. You have to be able to take a step back and say, yeah, this is great for right now. It's time for us to move to an environment that's going to push. And for different people, that's different things. I know a player recently that's in our program who has travels out to up to Dallas, based in the Houston area. This person will travel all the way up to Dallas to be in an environment that's going to push them. And I know those players are getting opportunities to be seen. And not only that, though, they're getting great coaching, and they're also receiving, just an opportunity to be in an environment that's going to push them. And again, I'm not saying that everybody has to do that or everybody has the means to be able to do this, but it's something to definitely think about. So when your player has outgrown their environment, take a step back and kind of to look forward and saying, okay, what is it that we can do here that can really push them, that can really help them to get to their full potential? Love to hear what you guys think of this. If that's something that you would want to do, let me know in the comments below. And I'll talk to you guys soon.